All right, part 2. In your art kit, you should have a sheet of newspaper. And if you're in kindergarten and first grade, your art kit also has a face shape template. For the second and third graders, I did not include a template in your art kit because I think you can cut out these shapes on your own without having to trace something, okay? So what we are going to do is, if you have the template, you can go ahead and use the scissors to cut out these shapes that you can use for tracing. I already have my shapes cut out. So if you have your template, here we go. What you're gonna do is you're gonna lay your stencil pieces out. You can use a Sharpie or a pencil or pen, and you can trace, okay, to get your nice shape. For second and third graders who don't have a template, you are on your own to come up with whatever shape or shapes you would like for a snout, their nose part, 2 eyes, and 2 inner ears. So that's the detail part, not the complete outside of the ear, but the inside part. All right, so you can trace these and then use the scissors to cut them all out. Or if you're second and third grade, you can cut out shapes on your own. Here's a little trick. If you want 2 of the exact same shape, you can take your newspaper, you can fold it in half like I did there. You can start on the side that is the fold, okay? So not the side that opens, the side that's folded here. And let's say I want to cut out eyes, so I'm going to do 2 circles. If I start at the folded spot and cut what I think is a nice size circle, right, I end up with 2 of the exact same shape. So that's a little trick that you can use for second and third grade to get your eyes and your ears. Once you have your pieces cut out, you can grab your polar bear body and you can attach your newspaper features, okay? If your paint is still wet, which mine is, you'll be able to stick your features on without glue. If it takes a little bit longer to trace and cut out, or you have to stop and come back at a later day, then you'll just need a little bit of glue stick on the back and you can stick it. But my paint is wet, so I'll be able to just use the wet paint as glue to stick. Okay, actually my paint wasn't as wet as I thought, so I have a couple edges here that are lifting that I'll go back and use the glue stick to make sure they're attached. I'll put my little ear piece there, little earpiece, and my 2 polar bear eyes. Okay, it looks like the only one I need to glue is the snout, but I will go back and glue that. Once I have them down, right, you need to add the details. So I'll add some nice little polar bear pupils. Maybe I want a little line detail in the ear. Maybe I want some nostrils. Maybe my polar bear wants some eyelashes. So maybe I'll give him some eyelashes, give her some eyelashes. And again, you can't do this if your paint is wet, so you'll have to wait. See, my paint was a little bit wet, so my Sharpie has some paint on it. Okay. Come back or move to the next slide to see the last part, the final touches of our winter polar bears.